Hey, you better have dinner ready for me by the time that I get home.
What are you talking about? Don't I always have dinner ready for you by then? Also, you do realize that I also work, right? I just happen to be good enough at time management to set aside enough time to cook too. But we've talked about this before, and I really would appreciate it if you cooked once in a while. I mean, we're married. Shouldn't we be helping each other when we're able to?
What on earth are you talking about, woman?
Excuse me? What is your deal, Stan?
You said we're married, right? Well, that makes you my wife, which makes it your job to cook. So basically, all you're saying is that you want an excuse to be a bad wife and get out doing your wifely duties. I don't care what excuse you could come up with. I'm the husband. You will do as I say. And I say that it's your job to take care of things at home. Do you really think that you can start bossing me around just because you work too? If you're gonna act that way towards me, then we might as well get divorced.
But, wait, Stan, you're not being fair. You know that I take my work really seriously. I mean, we both earn money and help with the bills. It's not like I'm in some entry position job or something.
That isn't the point, Olivia. The point is, when a woman gets married, she becomes responsible for taking care of everything at home. So either be a good wife or get out of my life.
How can you say something like that, Stan? You really think that I don't have anything better to do with my time? I am seriously at my limits with you.
Yeah. You always say that, but it's not like you've divorced me yet. Probably because you don't have the guts to. You know that you can't do any better than me, so you better just do as I say.
And just what makes you think that I don't have any choice but to stay with you? All I'm asking for is a little help with the work around the house, and you're throwing a tantrum.
I really just can't believe you, Olivia. When are you finally going to learn your lesson? We've been married for years, so what I want to know is why you still haven't learned to cook a decent meal. What's the point of being married to such a useless woman, huh?
Okay then, if you hate being with me so much, why don't you just move out, huh?
Excuse me? I know that you didn't just say that to me. Besides, if anyone needs to move out, it's you.
No, Stan. I work the same hours that you do, and when I'm able to get home on time, I always make sure to have dinner ready for us. But despite all the hard work that I put in, you have never, ever thanked me, even once. Why do you even bother coming home most nights if you hate it so much here?
You better watch how you talk to me, woman. I am not to be trifled with.
And just what are you going to do about it? Why do you always have to be so confrontational? And what makes you think that it's okay to constantly be putting me down like this?
What kind of stupid question is that? I wouldn't have to remind you of your place if you just shut up and cleaned the house and cooked like I asked. Instead, you're always coming up with excuses to get out of doing housework.
I think it's you that's always trying to get out of doing any work around here. I mean, just how much longer are you even going to be staying here anyways? Because I am taking care of things to the best that my schedule and ability allows. If you have a problem with that, then you can help clean up the house.
You never know when to stop, do you? You seriously think you could just run your mouth all you like, huh?
I really don't get it, Stan. Just what in the world makes you think that it's okay to talk to someone like this? Why are you always so rude and angry towards me when I try to talk calmly with you about things?
Don't you tell me what to do. You're my wife, and I'll talk to you however I please, thank you very much.
Your wife? Are you sure about that, Stan?
Oh, please. I know what you mean. I also wonder for how much longer I'm going to call you that. But if you keep up this nasty attitude you have towards me, I can guarantee you that it won't be for long.
No, wait, that wasn't quite what I was saying there.
There you go, trying to walk things back, now that you realize you've screwed up. But if you don't want me to divorce you, you'll just shut up and take care of the house like I ask. Got it?
Stan? Stan? I really think you have no idea just quite where you stand right now. Do you really think you can just keep talking to me like this and not expect any consequences? You really don't seem to understand at all that you're not in a good position to be saying those things to me.
And just what position am I in? You women are all the same. You think you could just boss around your husband all day after you're married. Well, I'm here to bring a little order back to the world, starting with a wife that obeys what I tell her. Now, I have had enough of your backtalk. You are my wife, you will do what I tell you. Sometimes I wonder why I even bother staying married to you at all.
If you want a wife like that, then why don't you just go out and find one then, huh? Because I am definitely not going to be her. I don't know what kind of woman would ever want to marry you if that's really how you think a marriage should work, though.
There you go, running your mouth again. All you're doing is digging yourself a deeper hole. I don't think you know just how lucky you are to have a husband like me who is kind enough to let you get away with all this.
You. A nice husband.
And just what is that supposed to mean? Of course I'm nice. I'm only acting the way that I am because I have to deal with my horrid witch of a wife who still doesn't understand just how close I really am to divorcing her.
You do realize that we're already divorced, don't you?
What in the world are you talking about now?
I mean that you've been going on and on about how I'm your wife, but we're already divorced. Have you really forgotten about that? The only thing left to settle between us is when you're finally going to be moving out. But I think I've had it with you. So I want you out now.
Wait a second. Hold on. What do you mean we're already divorced? We're still married. Have you gone crazy or something? Why would I be threatening you with divorce if we are already separated?
That's what I'm wondering too. But we have literally submitted the paperwork for our divorce. That's why I'm waiting for you to finally move out of the house.
Wait, divorce papers? What do you mean?
I mean, the papers that a married couple sign when they don't want to be married anymore. What else?
But you mean you annulled our marriage without even telling me about it? Just when did all of this happen?
I told you when I dropped off the papers, Stan. I know for a fact that you've known about this because I know that I told you. I think you just never listen to a word that I say, and that's why you're surprised. But if you don't believe me, then why not call the courthouse yourself? But, wow, I just really can't believe that you thought you and I were still married. It's almost cute if it weren't such a revolting thought.
And just what is that supposed to mean? You're lying to me and I know it. Either that or you really did submit that paperwork without telling me. Because I know that I never gave permission for you to do that, and I'd never signed anything.
I literally only turned them in 2 weeks ago. How have you already forgotten? Ever since then I've been waiting for you to move out, but I guess you just had no idea you were supposed to. So you can quit trying to order me around and threatening me because we're through.
But that can't be right. So we're really divorced?
Yep, that's what I've been saying this whole time. Now can you please just get out of my house?
But what do you mean?
I mean that the house that we've both been living in belongs to me, and now that we're not married, I would like you out of it. I never want to see you again, do you understand me?
You just can't kick me out of this house. Besides, it's mine.
Do you really think that you own this house, Stan?
I don't think. I know. And I know that this house is mine. That's another reason why I know you're lying about the divorce. You wouldn't have anywhere else to live. So if what you're really saying is true, then it's time for you to leave the house. And if you want to stay, then you'll have to beg for my forgiveness.
You seriously have no idea what you're talking about at all, do you?
Stop saying that. I know what I'm talking about, Olivia.
If that were true, you would know that only my name is on the deed of the house because I paid for it when we moved in. This was even covered on the paperwork that we signed when we got divorced.
But I mean, when did we even sign these divorce papers, huh?
You don't even remember signing them, do you?
I don't have time to read every little thing that gets shoved in my face. I was probably dealing with it at work and just wanted to get it over with.
Well, if that's how you chose to handle that paperwork, then that's your fault. Man, I wish I had a job where they didn't care at all what I did on company time. You must have it really easy.
So that the house really isn't mine at all.
For the millionth time, no. The house is not yours. It's mine.
That can't be right. It has to be mine. I'm the husband. Of course the house is mine.
Wow, that is a really airtight defense. I would try using that in court and see what happens. Especially after you tell the court about how you don't even remember signing your own divorce papers. But you do remember when we first moved here, we agreed that I would buy the house since I was making so much more money than you were? Then again, I don't know why I expect you to remember anything at this point. But it's not my problem.
I really didn't pay anything for the house at all? Is that really what happened?
Nope. You didn't, nor have you, contributed a single penny to paying for our house. How do you even forget something like that? Actually, no, I don't really care. I just want you out. You don't have a right to be there any longer.
But wait, I mean, are we really divorced?
Do we really have to go through this whole thing again? Yes! We're divorced! We signed the papers, turned them in, had it notarized, and everything!
But I don't remember signing anything. This can't be right. You must have tricked me somehow. I would never do something like that, so I just know that you've got to be lying to me.
I don't know what to say, because I literally remember handing them to you to sign and getting them back in the evening after you came back home from work.
That isn't true, though. That can't be what happened because that's not how I remember it.
Well, then maybe you should cut back on all the drinking. It's probably giving you brain damage. You do remember why we divorced in the first place, don't you? You were doing the exact same thing that you're doing now. You were ordering me around and treating me poorly. Then you would threaten me with divorce if I didn't do as you say. Well, I got fed up with that. So I said, okay, let's divorce. Got the paperwork, signed it, and then gave it to you to sign.
But that's not what I remember happening.
I don't really care one bit what you remember because it's what happened. How many times are you going to make me go through this before you understand that I'm telling the truth?
I mean, it can't be right.
Well, it is. So just accept it and move on. You were the only one constantly saying that if I wasn't happy doing whatever you said that I should just divorce you. Well, I wasn't happy, so I did. This was all your idea.
Okay, Olivia, maybe we both need to calm down a bit.
I'm very calm. The only thing that's upsetting me, though, is the fact that my ex-husband won't leave the house.
But I was never actually going to divorce you.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I never actually meant what I said when I threatened you. Please, this is too much for me to handle right now. I can't lose you.
Man, you are such a loser. I don't care at all about what you think about our marriage because we aren't married anymore. And while we were married, I hated it because you were a domineering jerk.
That isn't what we're talking about right now. And besides, I was just trying to be strict with you so that you could learn to be a better wife for me.
Oh, well, excuse me for misunderstanding your intent. Had I known that it would have changed everything. Is that what you want me to say to you, you pathetic creep?
Please, why are you being so mean to me?
Because I am sick and tired of your sexist language and the control that you think you have over me. I go to work every day and make more money than you, and you still tried to force me to do all of the housework by myself. You never, ever offered to help me, and all you ever did was complain that I wasn't doing enough.
Please, Olivia, I really didn't know that I was making you so angry with all of that. But please, just calm down.
Has telling someone to calm down ever actually made them calm down? Besides, just why should I even listen to you now that you're nobody to me?
But we could get back together, right? We can make it work. I know that we can. You have to forgive me.
I don't have to do anything for you ever again, Stan. And do you want to know why? Because for the 100th, millionth time, we are divorced!
Don't say that, please. I get it. I may have gone a little overboard with things, but it doesn't mean that we can't fix this. We can still save this marriage.
For the last time, there is no marriage to be saved. Just get out of my house and get out of my life already. If you don't leave, I'm just going to hire a moving company to take you away. Do you understand me? I want you out of the house by the end of tomorrow.
Come on, surely we can work this out. I know that we can fix everything if we just talk.
I can't believe that you're still not getting it. I tried talking to you, and you wouldn't listen. Instead, you just kept up the same attitude that you held to me until just a bit ago. There is nothing to fix now. It's over. You're too late to change anything about this. Now, get out of my house and never ever come near me again. By the end of tomorrow, Stan had packed his bags and was out of the house. I don't know where he went to live after that, but he did try to come back several times and beg me to let him back in. Luckily, I had the locks changed the same day he left, just in case he tried something like that. All his banging on my door only resulted in one of the neighbors calling the police on him. They showed up and asked him to leave. He ended up coming back again, though, and was arrested. In the end, I had to get a restraining order against him. I have no idea how he's doing now, and quite frankly, I really don't care.
Hi, Emmett. Are you guys seriously going to be holding a wedding in the middle of nowhere next week? Is it because you guys couldn't afford anywhere?
Oh, hi Elise. We had money to pay for the venue, but don't have that much money like you and Mike.
Of course not. We run a company so we're rich, it's an embarrassment to be related to you guys.
Please don't say that because Luna is your husband's little sister. Don't you love her?
Mike and Luna rarely talk to each other, and also I don't want to waste my time getting to know someone poor.
Did you send me a message because you wanted to say that?
I was just worried about the wedding fee. Were you able to pay for it? I think it costs a lot of money, right?
Well, it did cost a good amount. I might have used up most of my savings.
Oh, so I'm guessing that even if you guys add up all your savings, you'll barely have enough for one wedding, right? I think it's because you guys aren't taking your job seriously.
We might not be giving our all, but it's great working outside in the sun. By the way, you seem really busy working in the city.
Yeah, I need to go a lot of places in one day.
Oh wow, I really respect you.
I'm a businesswoman, unlike you, who just grows vegetables, which anyone can do. You don't understand how hard my job is, right?
Yes, I don't know. Luna and I also really don't go to the city also, so...
If you're a farmer, why not use a truck and do business on your own?
We want to, but we don't know anything about what a salesperson does. All we do is focus on making delicious vegetables.
If you don't know anything about it, then how are you going to sell your vegetables? Wow. Can't believe people like you are going to be part of my family. No wonder Mike doesn't listen to you.
I just don't know things. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, because you didn't graduate college, right? Anyways, I will go now since I've had enough of your stupidness. Good luck with the cheap wedding, which I probably won't go to.
Excuse me?
Did Elise say something to you?
Yeah, how did you know?
You seem a little down.
I actually got a chat from her this morning.
Like, making fun of you? Yeah, she said something like, poor farmer. What the hell does she want to do?
I think she's full of herself since she's working at a big city. I mean, I was too when I worked around there when I was younger.
You were young. She's almost 40. Are you serious?
Can you talk to Mike about her and explain how ridiculous she is?
Why? I haven't talked to him for years.
I can talk to him for you. I just thought I needed to tell him because I want to have a better relationship with him. As a family and also business-wise. I just don't want the wedding to be ruined because of her.
It's okay. I will contact him, but can I think about it?
Sure, but why aren't you getting along with him?
It's more like he forgot about us. His missus got successful 10 years ago and he hasn't come home since, so...
Oh, I see. So it's kinda hard to reach him, right? But since you sent an invitation, he might come.
I hope so, but the problem is if he comes, then Elise is coming also. I can't believe that I need to think about a lot of things for my wedding.
Why don't we just relax and watch a movie drinking wine? Sounds good?
Yes. Thanks, Emmett. Today is your wedding. It's the only day you could be the center of attention. Good for you.
Yeah, I've never seen this much people in a very long time, so I'm excited.
What a pitiful life you've lived. But unfortunately, you will not be the center of attention today.
What do you mean?
We don't want to waste our time going to the wedding because we don't belong there.
Wait, we? Who?
Our relatives? We just don't want to breathe the same air.
You are so rude, but just want to say that everyone is here except for you and Mike, actually.
What?
You should know your place before you make fun of others. Who do you think will listen to you?
Wait, everyone is there?
Yes, I'm so glad.
Why would anyone go to a poor farmer's wedding? Everyone betrayed me.
You're not in elementary school, please. No one will listen to you because they're all grown-ups.
Are you telling me that I'm a kid?
Yes, what? Are you not?
Shut up. Do you know who you're talking to? I just want to warn you that I can ruin your life easily, so you shouldn't say things like that.
I don't think you can do that, though.
Excuse me? I work at a big city, unlike you who work in the middle of nowhere. I have connections with a lot of people, so I can make your farm go out of business.
It looks like you're proud of working in a big city, but don't you just work part-time as a deliverer?
What?
It's an important job, I know, but just wondering about the connections you have. You work part-time, so I thought that you wouldn't want to have much people. You started from the end of last year, right?
Can you stop joking around? I'm a businesswoman. I even showed you my business card once.
That business card was a different person of the same name. You probably made a delivery to that company and found out her name was the same as yours when she signed the receipt, so you asked for her business card, right?
How do you know about this?
I heard that you were showing off that business card in various places and also used it to pay taxes, right? You've done things that are so easy to research.
Research? Okay, you know what? I will tell Mike about this. Sorry, but I need to ruin your farm.
Before telling Mike, you need to do something about this. You used a business card that's not even yours. Don't you think that this is a criminal act?
Do you have proof?
Yeah, I met with the real Elise and also talked to the company about this. I'm actually with a lawyer right now to talk about how much damage misuse of this business card is.
Hold up. Lawyer? What?
You used her card to pay later at the bar you go to, since they'll think that you're able to pay, right? Also, you registered on a dating app using her info. You tried to connect with the CEO of different companies. It's not cheating, but what you did is still unforgivable.
Wait, how do you know so much?
The CEO that you met about 2 weeks ago is an acquaintance of mine, and he's here.
What? Are you joking with me now?
No, he divorced his wife 5 years ago, so I thought it was sad and started the dating app. Oh, and he knows Mike also because he used to work under him. He's asking where Mike is, by the way.
Mike is not going.
But it's his little sister's wedding.
Whatever. He is saying that he's not going.
Really? Did you even tell him about this? I think that you threw away the invitations, right? You really don't want to be relatives with a farmer, huh?
Exactly. Wait! I just turned on the TV, but what the heck is this?
Oh, did you see? Since there are celebrities and CEOs of different companies, there are lots of cameras right now.
Wait, I'm so confused right now.
Our vegetables are used at famous restaurants, and we were actually able to write cooking books for our vegetables. I didn't expect it to be this way. I'm so happy.
I can't believe this. Wait, is that Mike on TV?
Yep, Luna contacted him. We're actually business partners because he uses our vegetables for his restaurant. He was pissed that you threw away all the invitations, by the way.
Well, that's because I thought that Luna wasn't close to him.
That doesn't mean that you can throw it away.
I'm so sorry for that. Wait, I'm going to the wedding. I didn't know that you guys were this famous. I want to apologize to Mike also, so I'm going. I have the invitation, so I should be okay, right?
It's going to take a long time to get here from where you live, so I don't think you'll make it on time.
It's okay. I'm going there right now.
Sorry, but the wedding is going to start, and even if you do come, you can't come in. Mike also told me that he's going to divorce you.
What? Wait! I can't believe this! I'm going no matter what! Even though I won't make it to the ceremony, there's the after party!
I told you, you can't come in. You just want to meet people and make connections, right?
Whatever! Tell me the address right now!
You won't know even if I tell you, because it's in the middle of nowhere. Somehow she was able to make it to our wedding, but since she was a stranger and didn't have the invitation, she couldn't get in. After the ceremony, she apologized to Mike many times, but since there was the incident about the invitation and the dating app, he divorced her. About the misuse of the credit card, the real Elise demanded compensation to the fake Elise, but since fake Elise didn't have any money, she left the city, with the granny bike that she used for work. I don't know what she's doing now, but I wonder how she thinks about herself now. On the other hand, we got married and are still successful farmers. Mike and Luna were able to communicate since the wedding, and Mike comes over to hang out sometimes. I'm glad that everything turned out okay.
Heidi, I really need to talk to you. It's actually rather important. So you better reply straight after you get this message from me. I just asked Harrison what's going on with you. You know, because I'm nosy. Is it true that you're now living at home? Since when was there any need for you to move back into your parents' house? I thought independent women were supposed to live by themselves. Okay, Brooke, I get what you're saying. You don't need to make such snide comments towards me. What's up? I know we only met face-to-face the other day, so I guess we're still trying to figure each other out. Just please continue to look after Harrison and support him. Oh, please, Heidi, there's no need to digress right now. I know that you're trying to avoid having this conversation with me. Look, don't you think you're a little old to be moving back into your parents' house? You're in your 40s. Can't you live on your own? I'm shocked that someone would do this to themselves. Okay, yes, it's true that I now live at my parents' house, but what's the problem with that? A lot of people still live with their parents until they can afford to get a house. You do know that every family has different circumstances, including ours, okay? Look, I'm taking care of my mother right now. What is it that you wanted to ask, Brooke? Is there a point to this conversation that you want to have? What? You're actually taking care of your mother? But isn't she a ball of energy normally? I thought that she was healthy and, well... Did you forget about all of this when we met face-to-face the other day? My mother's in a wheelchair, Brooke. She can't move sometimes without help. There are times when nursing care is necessary, and my father isn't the type to help with anything like this. He's useless. It's like he almost doesn't care about Mom. Well, my father-in-law works a lot, so of course he can't help your mother out. That just can't be helped. I mean, at least he's providing financial support. Huh? What on earth are you talking about? What job are you referring to exactly, Brooke? Since when are you taking sides in this? Well, he's probably going to work since you're unemployed, aren't you, Heidi? A woman in her 40s that's unemployed and lives with her parents? You know that's not great, right? You probably exploited your own parents. I wouldn't be surprised if you did that. Excuse me? I get that it's not a great situation to be in, but I'm not exploiting my own parents. What the heck, Brooke? I'm just trying to help them. If you're so worried about me doing something, there's really no need to worry or think anything bad about the situation. We all get along pretty well as a family, although my father does make me feel a little bit anxious at times, but he's been like that forever. Okay, well, I better tell you what's going on. Have you heard that we're all going to be living together under the same roof? Whoa, back up a little bit there, Brooke. What's that supposed to mean? What do you mean by living together? Are you moving in here? Once me and Harrison get married to each other, we're all going to live together in your parents' house. We need to live somewhere, you know. I really thought that someday that house would be mine, and then you suddenly show up and start living there out of the blue. I don't get why you're there, because it's just ruining all of my future plans with Harrison. I haven't heard a word of you both living together here. I had absolutely no idea that you were planning that. Harrison hasn't talked to me or our mother. Since when was it okay for you both to make these sorts of decisions without telling anyone or even asking for my parents' permission? I don't know what you're talking about, Heidi. I mentioned it to your father, and it sounds like he's okay with it. Wait, what? You talked to my father about this? What about my mother? How come she doesn't know? What's going on here? Of course I talked to your father. I needed to tell somebody, and I was definitely not going to approach your mother first about it. That house belongs to my father-in-law, okay? I think we all know that much. If my father-in-law says it's okay, then it's okay, all right? That's why I'm only telling you now about our decisions, since we've only talked to your dad. We've already decided to move in together starting next month. Wait, you're moving in next month? But next month starts next week. That's so soon. Even though you've suddenly decided to do this, my father hasn't talked to us about it. You do know that there won't be enough room for everyone, right? It's going to be a tight squeeze. Well, the whole reason why I'm messaging you now is so that I can tell you to move out, okay? The easiest thing to do is for you to leave, all right? Brooke, maybe you should actually keep your mouth shut, because you can't just tell me to leave my parents' house, okay? If you intend on being rude to me, you'll regret what you said later on. You won't be able to take back what you just told me to do. Oh, I don't really care about what I say to you, Heidi, because in reality, there's nothing that you can do about it. So stop preaching about how I should talk. We've already made our decision. Harrison and I will live in that house together whether you like it or not. Besides, who cares if we have to throw out a 40-year-old single woman who lives in rags onto the street? You'll just have to find a way to earn money. You know that if you become more independent, you might actually meet someone that you can get married to. Wouldn't that make life easier for you? That's not something that you can tell me what to do on. You've got no right to say something like that to me. You obviously don't understand my situation. Besides, who's going to take care of my mother if I'm going to be kicked out of my own house? Why would she need to be taken care of? Does she really need that much care? Surely she can do things on her own, right? You do know that it's not just me saying that, so I'll be able to stay in the house. She really needs the care, Brooke. That is absolutely necessary. I've not heard a thing about my younger brother and his soon-to-be rude wife wanting to get married and then move in here. I feel like this is a stab in the back. And now I'm being asked to leave even though my mother is bound to her wheelchair. She needs a lot of help. Okay, calm down, Heidi. I just thought of something good that we can do. Why don't both you and your mother move out so that you can take care of her? Wait, what did you just say? Are you kidding me right now? Are you telling me that my mother should move out as well as me? Yes, that seems like the better option for everybody. It'll be just like killing two birds with one stone. You can still take care of your mother, and we can move in with fewer problems. If my mother-in-law stays with us, we won't benefit from that at all. We'll almost be her slaves if she can't move without a wheelchair. I think the best thing for everyone is for you and your mother to move out and never come back. You can both suffer with each other. Okay, I've had more than enough crap from you, Brooke. Cut it out. This isn't going to happen, not by a long shot. There's no way you can kick Mom out of her home. Hey, I can do what I like. Besides, my father-in-law really likes me and wants to make sure I get everything I need, so he'll do anything for me. Wow, how does it feel to know that your father likes his own daughter-in-law more than his own flesh and blood? Pretty crazy, right? Okay, I'm not letting this happen. I'm going to talk to Harrison about this mess. I'm sure that he wouldn't want his mother on the street. He's not that horrible. So when was I going to find out that both you and Brooke will be living in our parents together? What is going on here?
Huh? What are you on about? Didn't Dad tell you what's going on? I guess he forgot to tell you about what's happening.
I'm trying to have a serious conversation with you, Harrison. This isn't funny. Brooke is telling me things that I haven't been told. Brooke told me and Mom to leave the house so that you can both move in and live there without any worries. Is that true?
Oh, really? That's what Brooke said. Don't you think it would be better that way so then everyone gets what they want?
Excuse me? What are you even saying? Is this some kind of insane prank you're pulling? I honestly wouldn't put it past you, Harrison. Do you think that kicking your own sister and mother out of their house is a good idea? Do you really want to do that to us?
Look at you, Heidi. You're over 40 years old, not married, and living at home, basically doing nothing. This is for your own good. Do you really think it's that painful that something like this is happening to you? You have to stand on your own 2 feet at some point in your life.
What on earth are you talking about, Harrison? I know how to stand on my own 2 feet. How dare you? Who I am has got nothing to do with what you're trying to pull. Whatever happens to me, I don't care, but what you're doing to our mother, are you really going to let that happen? Do you really want to kick her out of the only house she's known for a long time? She's in her 60s and can hardly walk on her own. Why do you want to do this to her?
But Dad has said that it was okay for us to move in, and that room would be made for us. Otherwise, we haven't had many other conversations about it recently.
Oh, okay, so it's our father's fault that he wants us out of the house? You realize that you're all conspiring against Mom and I, right? You know how terrible our father is, right? He doesn't help out, and he hasn't helped our mother since she's been in the wheelchair. You both have always treated me and Mom so coldly, so no wonder Mom ignores everything you all say to her. I really don't feel like talking to my father about this mess.
Well, if you're not going to talk to him, then why don't you do us all a favor and move out? It would make the process so much easier.
Excuse me? How could you say something like that to me? I'm your sister. Do you really want something like this happening to me and to Mom?
Look, even Dad just wants to live a peaceful and relaxing life, okay? He wants to feel comfortable in his own house again. He would rather not live with 2 women who don't do what he says or listens to. What's the point in living with people who ignore you? He wants to live with Brooke and I because we all get along really well. Don't you think he should have a good life and look forward to seeing his grandchildren running around the house someday?
Are you being serious right now? You think that he'd want loud and screaming babies disturbing his sleep? Do you think you'll be fine living together?
Hey, all I'm saying is wouldn't we all be better off if it happened this way? Why are you getting so angry over this?
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. I can't deal with you or your partner anymore. I can't believe it took me so long to realize that you and Brooke had the exact same idea. Just give me a chance to let this all sink in, rather than making all of these decisions behind mine and Mom's backs. Can you at least give me some time? Hey, were you able to convince your annoying older sister of how this is the best option to take? It would really be a nuisance if they didn't leave. When we move into that house, we'll inherit whatever is left there when they leave this earth, right? There's no way that I'm not moving into that house.
It's all okay, Brooke. I'm sure that my sister will leave when she thinks about it some more. I just said something that got her straight to that point.
Huh? You actually did? You were able to convince her to leave? Is that right? Will she actually do what we say, or is she going to put up a fight? You know that if they don't leave, I'll throw away all their belongings and kick them out myself. I've got permission to do that, right?
Okay, I don't think you'll have to take it that far, so don't worry about anything like that. In the end, I'll make sure that they move out properly with no issues.
Well, if you still continue to be nice to them, then there's no way that we'll lose the inheritance, right? We'll still be in their good books that way, right?
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out and it'll be okay. I heard that the house is quite old, but it sits on good land. So my father used to run a company. That's why he was able to buy a decent amount of land. Although he's retired now, he still pops in to help out at work from time to time. So I think we'll all be able to live comfortably even though he's retired, which is great, right? I'm sure there's a lot of money in his account.
There better be some money. I don't want to have to do much work if we're going to be inheriting all of this cash. Is it possible to kick out your mother, too?
My father also told me that he was considering getting a divorce from my mother so he didn't have to put up with her attitude anymore. He said that he'll do his best in divorcing her and kicking her out so that we can move in and take over their house. It'll all be ours in no time, and then we can enjoy our life.
I knew you could do it, Harrison. You're such a clever man. You're definitely a great husband and know how to take good care of me.
Really? You think so? Well, ain't that sweet of you to say, Brooke. Thank you. As long as my father gets a divorce from my mom and cuts her off, we'll have nothing to worry about anymore. I feel a little bit sorry for my mother and sister, but I'm sure they'll manage somehow. All that my sister has to do is get a job and they'll be able to survive. They won't have problems after that.
Exactly. That's right, my love. Well, to be honest, if I were to get kicked out by a family member, I wouldn't want to hear from them ever again, so let's hope we don't have to. Let's just cut them off and be happy together in the house that rightfully belongs to us. Okay, Heidi, I'm here to tell you that we're moving into the house tomorrow. I hope that you've packed up all your belongings. Are you actually ready to leave the house or not? You know that there's no point in trying to stay in the house. We're coming whether you like it or not. Yeah, okay, Brooke, I get what you're saying, all right. Are you seriously trying to kick me out of my own house? I think you're going to regret doing this, so are you okay with that? What on earth are you talking about? There's no way that I'm going to regret doing this. This is what I want to happen. Aren't you embarrassed that this is happening to you? That it had to come to this point for you to move out and be independent? Me? Embarrassed? Why would I be embarrassed about living at home? I'm trying to take care of my mother, for goodness sake. I don't humiliate myself with saying rude comments like you do, Brooke. I don't feel ashamed of myself at all. Hey, I'm only saying this out of the common sense I have gained over the years. Wow, this is so embarrassing having to kick you out. You're really spoiled for a 40-year-old, Heidi. Don't you feel like a parasite walking around in your own parents' house? Don't you feel like you've invaded their space long enough? What's the point being there when you can't find anyone to marry you? Oh well, it doesn't matter anymore. Just leave with your mother, all right? You can't just insult people like this and then kick them out. You're definitely going to regret doing this to us, Brooke. Whatever you say, Heidi. I don't really care. I'm not going to let myself be lectured by an old hag like you who uses nursing her mother as an excuse to not move out. All you do is make excuses, even making up that your mother's in a wheelchair. If you're over 40 and looking after someone, then you can get out of my house. Fine, I'll just live in my mother's cottage then if you're going to be this way. What on earth are you talking about? Stop making up stupid lies. I know you're just talking crap to buy yourself more time. Ugh, talking to you, Brooke, is a waste of my mental energy. I'll leave with my mother as you wish and I'll move into her cottage. I can live a better life there than I do now living here. On the contrary, I guess I could thank you for making me move. There's no way that your mom owns a cottage, right? What are you going to gain by saying something as stupid as that? I had a feeling you wouldn't believe me and just make fun of me. Whatever you say to me, I don't care about, Brooke. Okay, what if I were to send you a photo of the cottage that my mother has? Would you believe me then? What the heck are you talking about? What photo is going to make believe what you're saying is true? Well, of my mother's cottage, of course. I intend on moving there tomorrow, so I'll start packing my things. What did you just say? There's no way that your mother would have the money to buy another house or anything like that. It doesn't exist. An old and wrinkly lady can't do anything from her wheelchair. There's no way that I believe you. Well, I guess you'll never actually see it then. It really doesn't matter what you think anymore, Brooke, but if you did, you'd lose all the color from your face. Then maybe you'll end up realizing that what you've done is wrong. What's that supposed to mean? How dare you say such a snide comment? I've not made any mistakes in this. I believe everything Harrison said, so he must be right. I guess so. It's good that you believe in your husband so much. I hope that you live a nice life together. Thanks for taking in my father. I'll probably never see you again. Bye. Hello, Heidi. How's everything going? Look, I really need to confirm something with you, so would you please just answer your phone? There's nothing to talk about, Brooke. Besides, didn't I cut ties with you? What do you want to say if you wanted to call me so urgently? My father-in-law has an inheritance, right? I just wanted to check with you to make sure that it was true. Excuse me? Are you kidding me? You're asking me if my father has a bunch of money hidden somewhere or something like that? Look, I moved in here to try and get my father-in-law's inheritance in the house so that I could live a nice life. I feel like he's got no money at all. Now I have to count on the money that Harrison gets. What is going on here with your family? Is this a joke, Brooke? Are you actually being dead serious right now? Wow, I can't believe you asked that. Huh? What are you talking about? Of course I'm being serious. Why are you laughing about this? Of course my father has no money, you stupid woman. He's been unemployed for almost 5 years. What? No, that can't be true. I thought that he was a company president and still helped out at the company. Doesn't he have any savings from his time at work? Isn't that why you're able to sit around all day and do whatever you like because you have his money? The only time he was the company president was when he succeeded my grandfather. He crashed the company and it lost a lot of money, so he was fired. Wait, what? He got fired? Oh, surely not. I thought that he was good with his money, though. Brooke, he's got no savings at all. In fact, he spent the little retirement money he got on gambling, so no, he's not good with money. You didn't seriously decide to live together in that house using my father's inheritance as your daily allowance, did you? If that's the case, Brooke, you're a huge idiot. You are so dumb for making that decision. How dare you speak to me like that? Don't you know how rude you're being right now? What you've been saying to me, Brooke, has been way more rude than my little comment I just made. Well, I've already cut ties with my dad, so I don't care about him. You were delusional to think that my father had a lot of money. Then how was he able to pay for anything if he hasn't been working in over 5 years? I assume he hasn't received his pension yet, right? Yeah, you're right. He hasn't gotten it yet. Of course, it was all thanks to my mom that he had money to spend. Wait, what? Your mother? She had money since when? How can an old lady in a wheelchair afford anything? You should really stop with these terrible jokes, all right? Well, she's the one who has all the money. As I said before, it was my grandfather who ran the company. It was her father. She had quite a few assets. But when my father took over the company, he drove it into the ground and almost went bankrupt. My mom inherited her father's things beforehand, so she was fine. Oh my God, what? No way. So your mom was the one who had the money and inheritance this entire time? How did I not know? Probably because my dad lied to you. He always has, to try and impress people. But then they get the wrong end of the stick like you did, but that's your own fault. You were so gullible in believing everything my father said to you and Harrison. He's just as dumb as my father, by the way. Luckily, Mom didn't keep her assets as cash, otherwise my father would have taken it for himself. She decided to invest it instead. She ended up making a lot of money by just staying at home and investing in the right places. Just because she's in a wheelchair, it doesn't mean she can't do anything. How is this possible, though? How can she be an investor if she's in a wheelchair? Just because she isn't as mobile as she used to be, it doesn't mean she lost her intelligence. She knew my father better than anyone, and so she knew to keep her money hidden. Also, for taking care of her, she's been paying me a nice salary, so I've also been able to save up quite a bit of money for myself. And you thought that this old hag was doing nothing all day and being spoiled by my parents? Oh, how wrong you were. I didn't mean to say what I did. I'm sure you do a great job looking after your mom. Look, I just really need your help since your father hardly has any money. You're seriously not trying to get to my mom's money after the way you treated us. Are you kidding me? Please, I need your help. I don't want to have a poor life. Please, we're family. You wouldn't do this to your own brother and sister-in-law, would you? You were both the ones that got us into this mess, but what did I tell you? You'd regret saying and doing what you did to me and my mother? Don't even try contacting me again asking for money. How dare you even try to rip us off when all we did was try and be nice to you? I don't want to see either you or Harrison ever again, and my mom feels this way too. Enjoy your life in poverty in that really shabby house. After learning the truth about the inheritance in the house, Harrison and Brooke were left completely devastated. Apparently, Harrison panicked and asked his mother and Heidi to come back to the house. Naturally, they didn't because they weren't treated well at all. Brooke and Harrison are on the verge of collapse due to the increase in their arguments. They couldn't take the plunge in getting a divorce as they couldn't afford to do that. It seems the only thing they could do is live in a state of complete depression. What an ironic result for them. This is the result of trying to degrade others for their own personal gain. It's nothing but a self-inflicted result. The best thing for them to do is to find a part-time job and fast. But it might be an impossible task for people with that kind of personality.
That lunch you made for me today was so awful that I had to throw it straight into the trash. I had to eat out once again, which cost me more of my money. Do you think you could try a little harder to be at least decent at cooking for me? Seriously, you are so bad at what you do that it's shocking me.
You threw your lunch away yet again? Well, I'm not cooking for you anymore then. You're just wasting all the ingredients I buy anyway, so you're better off without a lunch from me. I mean, I've had to give up my free time making those lunches, so I think I'll go back to using that time for my job. So from now on, you can continue eating out, please.
Huh? You are really asking your husband to start eating out for lunch now? Are you trying to say you're fine with me gorging myself on burgers and fries every day and growing unhealthy?
Did I just say that? Because what I remember just saying to you was that if you don't like what I make you for lunch, you can handle lunch on your own then. How about you start making your own lunch to bring to work? I mean, I am far more busy than you are with my work, so it only makes sense for you to handle that.
What was that? Are you trying to tell me you hate cooking for me?
I'm the one paying the loan on this house, Phil. And so far, I've been the only one getting any of the chores done around this house. Yet you continue to say I'm bad at what I do, like I'm useless to you. What's that all about, Phil?
You talking back to me like that right there? It's proof that you're not a good enough wife for me. Normally, a proper wife would never talk back to her husband at all, and would only speak to apologize. This is all proof that you are a terrible woman and a completely helpless wife.
Terrible woman and helpless wife? I like that you'll call me that when you're the worst person on this planet.
I should have gone with a better woman than you back then. You are no use to me and a total waste of my money.
And what exactly about me is so useless to you? Because as far as I'm aware, you can't even clean your own dishes after you're done eating, or do your own laundry when it gets all stinky. If you are really that upset with what I'm making for you, then go ahead and gorge yourself on fast food.
You don't seem to understand how much I provide for you with my income, do you?
What?
I would much rather eat out all the time instead of eat whatever slop you're cooking up. But the only way to make money in this world is by working for it. I'm already just barely making ends meet before the end of the month. So that's why I've had to struggle so long eating the crap you serve me. But today, I think I've had enough.
And if you're going to complain that much about my cooking and complain that much about spending money by going out to eat, why not just make your own food? It's really not that hard, okay?
Enough of that crap from your mouth. You really want me to start getting the divorce papers ready again? You don't seem to be very thankful for all I offer this household. So I'll hand them in to the courthouse and end you. Is that what you want me to do, Mia?
You're going on about divorcing me again? This is like the 5th time now you've threatened me with divorce. I'm the one that's paying for our house every month, yet I still haven't gotten one thank you out of you. And when we have fights like those where you begin to lose, you just pull out the divorce card to make yourself the winner? What a loser you are. I'm the one that wants you to be thankful for what I do for us for once.
I have no reason to thank you. You're a no-good wife, and I want you gone.
What? You want me gone? From where? The house that I'm paying the loan off on right now?
That's right. I've already got the divorce papers in my hand right now, and am ready to hand them in.
Ugh. I am so over this. I just can't keep going at all of this with you when you're going to act like a child. Go right ahead and eat out today. You still have the money to do that, right?
I sure will go out and eat, again. I don't even want to come home for dinner today, because I'd have to see your face. I'll leave the paperwork at home for you, so make sure you fill out your half.
When you keep talking to me like I'm nothing more than a waste of time for you, you really put out the flame of whatever love there was left for you. Be careful from now on, Phil.
Why, when I say I have no more money, are you not making me a lunch to bring to work? Are you trying to make it seem as though I have no right to eating lunch?
You complained a ton about the lunches I was making for you before, so I'm not doing it now. You hate what I make for you, right?
I saw you making your own lunch for today, but you made nothing for me to bring in? What the hell is wrong with you, Mia? Are you even my wife anymore when you do things like that?
Ugh. I'm sorry, but I don't think I am your wife anymore. But don't worry, because it's not going to be much longer before my love is completely gone. It was already pretty messed up of you to always threaten me with a divorce when you'd begun to lose the fight we had. I'm the one paying off this house, so a thank you would really help your case out right now.
I could pay for this house if I wanted to. So stop acting like you're some kind of god when you bring that up.
What? I wonder if you really could pay for this house, Phil. I think that'd actually be pretty difficult for you, but...
What are you talking about now? I could pay that loan every month and still have money left over to save up. It's only around $200 a month for this place, right?
Are you certain of that? $200 a month?
Please, you do nothing but work a small-time job and come home to slack off all day, so you barely even have enough for this house. Maybe if you actually did start cooking for me again, I'd be willing to take over for you and pay this house off as well. But I won't be able to do that now because you won't cook for me anymore, and I have to eat out every day. I'm left with no money now because you're such a useless wife, and I think that it's time you really started to understand that.
I see. So if I were to leave the house, you'd be able to handle all of this with your income?
I sure could. I'll go ahead and pull out that divorce paperwork out again if you want. You are a complete waste of my time and a total disgusting woman. That $200 a month isn't anything to me, so forget bragging about that. I'm seriously fed up with you, always talking back to me, so get the hell out of the house.
You'll become homeless, Phil. Is that what you want?
You're the only one that'll be homeless after this is all over.
No, you are the one that'll be without a home if you choose to divorce me.
And I'm the one telling you to get out of the house. You should be able to understand what I'm saying. So, get the hell out of the house right now. I'm taking that divorce paperwork to the courthouse today on my way home.
There's no need to do that now.
And why's that? Are you going to tell me that you finally don't want me to kick you out and divorce you after all? Well, if that's what you want, quit it with all that childish backtalk and start behaving like you are thankful for everything I do for you.
That's not what I meant by that. I already filled out and signed those divorce papers you had last time.
Huh?
I'm planning on handing those in for you right now, so you don't have to worry about going to the courthouse on your way home now. And actually, you won't even have to worry about coming back here. Now, I'm on my way to the courthouse to end all this fighting once and for all.
Are you actually sure you'll be able to handle all this? I can imagine it all right now. You're going to hand in those papers, and the next thing you know, you won't be allowed back into my house and will cry as you figure out that you're the one becoming homeless.
You really think that's going to be you, Phil? I'm going to warn you right now that I know you're not going to listen to what I've said, so I'm no longer going to try saving you. So like you've always been asking for, I'll leave your sight for good. However, you will probably start to regret things come next month. But you chose this outcome for yourself, so you'll have to suck it up and figure things out on your own.
Hey, what is this? The amount I'm being asked to pay this month for the loan is weird.
What's that? Why are you wanting to talk to me now?
I took a look at how much I'd be needing to pay this month for the loan on the house. The bank is asking me to pay $2,500 this month. What is this all about? They must have made some kind of mistake in their system or something, right?
So, you've finally come around to learning how much it costs to afford that house then? And I'm assuming right now your heart is beating out of your chest right now because you've had to come all the way to me to talk about this. But Phil, it's too late to be asking me about your problems now.
What do you mean too late? What is going on with the bank asking me to pay this kind of money? I have no reason to be paying this much for the loan this month. Did you end up saying something to the bank or doing something to make them charge me this much?
How would I have been able to make them hike up the price? What would I have said to them? For the past year now, I've been paying $2,500 a month for that house. Were you not aware of that?
Huh? You've been paying this kind of money?
You always told me I was a horrible wife and completely useless to you before. But I was paying $2,500 every month to the bank in order to pay off the loan on that house for us. And I had to pay all that myself because my pile of crap ex-husband couldn't be bothered with helping out.
Huh? Pile of crap ex-husband? Are you talking about me? What is wrong with you calling me something like that?
You're the frickin' idiot that thought I was paying only $200 a month for that house. I think you deserve to be called a pile of crap after what you've done to me, thinking you were some kind of god compared to me. If the loan really only required you to make payments of $200 each month, then I think you could manage that. But in reality, it's not that little of an amount. So give up, Phil. You're not going to be able to pay for that place, right?
Are you really saying that this whole time you've been paying $2,500 a month for this place? You have no reason to have been paying that much. Heck, you shouldn't have a reason to be able to afford that much. You just can't pay that with your job.
I thought you had a better understanding of all this. I bet you did know I was paying that much for the place, but chose to ignore that fact in order to make yourself look better than me. How lame, Phil. I told you a month ago that you wouldn't be able to afford the place if you kicked me out, and that you'd become homeless. I made sure to warn you of this happening, didn't I?
I remember you saying that, but I had no reason to believe you. I thought that since you were paying for the place, it would be a piece of cake to make those same payments on my own.
And that was only you thinking that would be the case, right? You didn't bother to look into what amount I was paying and instead chose to completely ignore it. Well, I already knew you wouldn't be able to pay for that place anyway, so I'm having it sold.
You're selling the house? What do you mean?
I mean, that house will be bought by someone else and they'll start living there now. I've already put the place on the market, so you'd better hurry it up and get out of there.
Huh? Why are you doing all of that without telling me? This is my house, you idiot.
This is my house? Duh. I was the one paying the loan with my name on the frickin' place. You can't even afford the house anyway.
Shut the hell up. But I've been living in it for the past month now.
You haven't been doing so legally. You can't pay for that place, so good luck paying for this month's loan. And it was never even your place to begin with, hence why I chose to have it sold. Sorry, Phil, but if you really wanted to call the place your house, then you should have co-signed on it and maybe paid for part of the loan. But since you didn't, I have the right to the place and the right to sell it when I please. My name is on it, so it's all mine.
Wait, your name's really on this house?
The fact that you didn't even know that just goes to show that you were finished from the start. It really is a mystery to me why you thought this whole time that the house was yours, and that you thought you could pay for it.
A mystery? I'm the husband of this house. Do you really think you can talk to me that way?
Oh my God. We had a divorce a month ago, remember? Let's start using that head of yours for once so that I don't have to sit here all day explaining your whole life story to you. You kicked me out of the house even though you can't afford it. And you also didn't even know that I was the one with my name on the place. So you're not going to be able to squat in that place anymore. What the hell were you thinking when you kicked me out of that house again? It was always well known that if you divorced me and kicked me out of there, you'd have hell to pay. What happened to the brain you should be using to understand all that? You leave it back at work or something?
I didn't actually think that you'd want to get a divorce from me. And I was seriously thinking that you only had to pay $200 a month for the loan on this house.
I think that was just a dream you were having the whole time or something. Maybe that's all what you told yourself so that you could keep acting like a selfish little brat.
Well, my coworker said to me that that's the amount he pays every month for his place.
You're kidding me, right? You were comparing the loan we pay off for our house to the place one of your other coworkers has? Who was it?
Sanders?
Oh, Jesus. Sanders is living in an older house in the middle of town that he's reforming, right? Also, he bought that place 10 years ago, so he doesn't have much left to pay for on that place. You made a huge mistake comparing his old house to that newly built modern home that we've been living in, you dunce. Did you also forget that I wanted to pay off the loan on the house as soon as possible, and that's why I chose that monthly rate?
Now that you mention it, I do remember agreeing to us taking out that kind of loan. But that was over a year ago now, so of course I'd forget something like that.
Forgot about something so important in less than a year. I cannot believe you right now, Phil. I want to know how you've made it this far in life when you don't have a brain in that head helping you out.
I do have a brain in my head, and I have been doing just fine. Well, who cares? I'll forgive you for what you've been doing this time.
What was that? What are you forgiving?
I'm saying you can come back and live in this house with me. I'm sure you want to make things better between us again, right? So you are allowed to come back and live in this house with me. I have always thought of you as a terrible wife, but I guess I was getting some use out of you after all.
Dang. Did you really just say that to me? Who the hell do you think's going to come back to a load of garbage like you?
Huh? Why not? I'm telling you, you can come back here to live with me. Stop playing games with me and come back home.
Hey, Phil, the way you're saying all of that to me right now is so disgusting that I just can't be serious anymore. When I said we divorced, that means you and I are divorced. Do you understand what that word means?
Huh? What are you wanting to say right now?
Dang, I don't actually know what else to say to you. I thought I made everything clear as day to you, but perhaps you just need to experience the hell you asked for in person. Just know that you're nothing more than a complete stranger to me now. I'm not coming back over there because I've already moved away, and I don't even want to have anything to do with your butt anymore. This is what you deserve, Phil. You're going to become homeless, just like I said, and you're going to like it.
Why are you saying things like that to me now? I just happened to not realize all that stuff before, right? What am I supposed to do now if you don't come back to me? I'm going to lose the house, and I'll have nothing.
You're asking me that? Go back to your office or wherever you left your brain at and put it back into your head and think of what to do yourself. I'm a stranger to you now, and that house wasn't even yours to begin with. If you really want my answer of what you should do now, I'd say just give up and go rot away somewhere that you won't cause anyone else any problems.
You and I have been together for such a long time though, Mia. Throwing me away like this out of nowhere is a horrible thing to do to me. Why don't you think a little more about how this will affect me?
I'm not going to think about you. Screw that. Who was the one constantly calling me a bad wife in the first place? Calling me a horrible woman and useless? You had all the fun you could have calling me such hurtful things without ever thinking about how it'd affect me. Well, we're nothing now, so I'm free to do whatever I want. It's amazing to think that living by myself now could be so much better than having a man like you constantly degrading me.
Mia, I'm asking you to please come back to me. I want us to go back to the life we've lived before.
You might want to go back, but I sure as hell don't. You had your chance, Phil, but you blew it very badly and will now pay the price. To think that life without you would be this wonderful was never something I had thought about before. I hope you'll have as much fun as I'm having now when you find your new home. Ah, but you don't have any money in your savings, so scrap that whole part about finding a new home. Now, would you please get lost? The pile of garbage will now have a chance to go live in the dump where he belongs. In the end, Phil was met with the reality that Mia had been telling him about for a while now. He became homeless and started to miss work a lot, resulting in him losing his job within that company. He tried so hard to get Mia to come back and help him, and even rekindle their burnt-out relationship. But Mia continued to ignore him, which soon began to work on him. At this point, Phyllis started to become aware of the fact that he's a useless human that can't seem to do anything right. He even tried to send her one last message by apologizing for all the terrible things he'd done, but Mia left him on red again. And ever since that text, he's not said another word to her. Without a home to live in, nor a job to make some money from, I'm not really sure how Phil is going to get by. Right now, he just wanders the streets at night, eating from the trash cans, and during the day sleeps under bridges to try and gain some energy again. It seems that the childish and selfish ex-husband has finally met the depressing fate he was always destined for. Hey, I really need to talk to you, so don't even think about ignoring me right now. What's your game plan here, Sabrina? When are you finally going to get it through that thick head of yours that you need to break up with my brother? You're making me so impatient. If you don't let him down gently, then I won't even think about forgiving you for that, all right?
Oh, come on, Tanya. Are you kidding me with this? You're gonna regret talking to me like that. You think you can just boss me around? I've got no intention of breaking up with Elliot, okay? It's a good thing you finally found love like your brother has. It's about time that you found a good person to spend the rest of your life with. Perhaps that might make you settle down and do something else rather than bothering me.
Don't try and change the subject here, Sabrina. This isn't what we were talking about. I can't believe my brother would even think about dating a woman like you. Do you really think I'm going to forgive him and you for doing this? You are so annoying and just so boring to be around. I don't know how you convinced my brother to date you.
Well, I don't have any way of explaining any of this to you, Tanya. Elliot and I just have a very loving and communicative relationship. We work well together. It's been a while since we've been together, and well, since we've gotten to know each other really well, we got engaged. All I want is your blessing for this marriage because I'm sure Elliot wants it, and it would mean a lot to both of us if you would do that. What do you think?
Oh my God, what did you just say? Do you have any idea what I'm trying to say to you right now? Why on earth are you saying that you and my brother are a good match? My brother is a very handsome, elite office worker who is a way better person than you'll ever be. So because of that, so many weird women have approached him. All they wanted was to date him, but they were so ugly and strange. Then he meets you, and you're no different from the rest of those women.
Okay. Look, I understand that Elliot is very popular because of his good looks and everything. He's a hard worker, too. But what you just said made me so incredibly disgusted. Who says things like that to other people? You can't just talk like that in front of me. If you're wanting to find out so badly why your own brother wants to marry me, why don't you just go and ask him? Talk to him if you don't understand the decisions he makes.
Did my own brother tell you to say that? Fine, I'll talk to him. He probably only likes you for that ugly face of yours. Nothing else matters, that's what I'm guessing. Oh well, nothing can be done about anything on the inside anyways. Your personality is super ugly, I bet. Your little scheme isn't going to work with me. I know what you're trying to do here, Sabrina. You're just trying to get money from my brother, aren't you?
Did you just say to me that he likes my face? Oh, wow, that actually makes me so happy to hear that. I'm glad he likes my looks too. Wow, but I didn't realize you thought all of those nasty things about me when you haven't made much of an effort to get to know me at all. Look, I'm certainly not perfect, but I try to be a good person. I always try and make Elliot happy so that we can enjoy doing things together.
Well, if you want to wish any happiness on my brother, you should know what to do by now, Sabrina. You should stand aside now. You shouldn't be with my brother. I feel so sorry for my brother who's marrying such a terrible woman. I feel so much pity for him. He can do so much better than you. Don't you see that?
I really don't understand you, Tanya. Why do you hate me so much? What have I ever done to make you treat me this way? I just don't get it at all. Is this all because you don't want your brother being taken away from you? Is that it? That wouldn't happen since I'm the new addition to the family. If that's the case, I'm telling you now, the relationship between you and your brother won't change. Ever. There's nothing to worry about, okay?
But my older brother's eventually going to marry you, start a family, and have children. It's absolutely not fair, and he's going to grow distant from me. I'm not going to let that happen. No way. If you get pregnant with his baby, there is no way that I'm going to let you give birth to it. Stay away from him.
How could you say such things to me? You really need to calm down. Are you being serious? Do you no longer want me to see Elliot? You need to stop being around me. I believe that Ellie and I will try to have a couple of kids someday. If you're going to be hanging around, I could end up in a dangerous situation. After you said those awful things to me, I think I need to keep you away from me. Is it even possible for us to meet without creating drama for me?
Sabrina, you need to get out of my brother's life right now. If you marry my brother, that means I become your sister-in-law. Even if you don't like it, you'll still have to put up with me being around. It's almost like we'll also be dating since you'll be with my brother almost all the time. If you don't like it, go and find another man to marry.
This is definitely going to cause some trouble for me. But you're literally the only person who doesn't want me to be with Elliot and marry him. Maybe I just can't do this to Elliot if you're going to do something to me like that later on in the future.
You're such a mess of a person. I don't know how my brother can stand you. Even though you're popular with men, I know most women hate you. Am I right? Seems like you got no friends on your side at all. You're all by yourself. Boo-hoo. You're a terrible person, and my brother deserves better.
I don't see how my friends have got anything to do with what we're talking about. Why are you being like this towards me, Tanya? Please stop it.
This is why something bad should happen to you, like getting pushed down the stairs and you have bruises all over your body. I bet you were just trying to buy yourself some time so that you could get your hands on my brother's money, right? It's impossible for someone like you to be welcomed into this family with open arms. You're just a loser looking to score some dollars off my brother, aren't you?
What on earth are you talking about, Tanya? Stop jumping from one thing to the next. It's so confusing. You're such a bully and shouldn't be treating me like this. It's horrible. Why must we have a conversation like this over messages? Can't you just come and tell me the problems you have with me in person?
Hey, I'm just repeating what I heard from my mother. She never shuts up or keeps her judgments to herself. Rumors spread quickly around this house, you know.
What? Are you kidding me? Did my future mother-in-law really say that about me? I don't believe you. She's a really lovely lady and wouldn't talk down about anyone.
Does it really matter what she said? Why do you care so much about her opinion? Oh, by the way, if you become my sister-in-law, I get a nice monthly allowance from you. When you become a part of this family, it's only natural for the older sister to support the younger, right? I was just looking at what I could spend the money on. So I think it would be best if you could give me about $2,000 a month to spend on clothes, trips to the spa, etc. Is that all right with you?
What the heck? There's no way that I would possibly do that for you. I've never heard of having to do this when I marry into a new family. This is the first time I've been asked such an outrageous thing from a family member. You can just make me give you money? This is absolutely crazy. You know that, right?
Well, I don't know what else to tell you, Sabrina. It's a big part of our family's rule. You do know that every family has rules that are supposed to be obeyed, right?
I've never heard of a rule like that before. Surely you're making this up since you're already bullying me. Did my mother-in-law approve of this?
This is a problem between you and me, my dear future sister-in-law. My mother has no reason to get involved in our problems. No one else should be interfering.
Is that so, Tanya? Do you really think you could just make up your own rules and try to take all of my hard-earned money out of my pocket?
Don't you think that's a good thing? If you don't like this arrangement, you know what to do. You need to break up with my brother immediately. Cancel the wedding immediately.
Wow, you really think you can just say whatever you want to me, Tanya? This isn't how things work. You can't just blackmail me like this. Just stop this right now.
Hey, Sabrina. How's it going? I was just wanting to speak with you for a little bit. It's not long to go until your wedding ceremony. That's so exciting. How are the wedding preparations going? I bet your heart is rushing miles and miles an hour because of it. How are you doing mentally? Is everything running smoothly, or have there been a few hiccups? They can happen, but hopefully they aren't bothering you too much.
Oh, hey, Nikita. Everything's going all right. Thank you for your concern. I really appreciate it that you reached out to me. I'm sorry I've been a little bit out of touch lately. I've been on a diet and I'm cutting back on drinking as well, so I apologize if I seem different.
No, don't worry about it. I'm sure you've got plenty of things on your mind, so I understand what you mean. I'm looking forward to your wedding day. I wanted to know where I can place my gift for you when we go to the reception. I just wanted to know beforehand so I don't get lost.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll let you know right away when I get all that information. Sorry for taking my time, but thank you in advance for the gift.
Absolutely. I mean, the gift is for you because you've been doing so much lately and you deserve it. By the way, how are things going with Elliot's little sister? What's her name? Tanya or something? It seems that you've been dealing a lot when it comes to her.
Oh, yeah, the whole thing. That's still more or less an ongoing issue. I guess everything is still the same since I last talked to you about it, right? But since the wedding is literally just around the corner, things are getting worse when it comes to Tanya.
Oh no, you're kidding. What's going on? Are you doing okay with all of that? I hope there's nothing dangerous going on, is there?
Well, here's the thing with that. The other day when I was going down the stairs near my house, I was pushed from behind and I fell a bit. I'm covered in bruises. I didn't see the culprit as they did this from behind and they took off, but I might have a feeling it was Tanya who did this to me.
Are you seriously kidding me? Who would commit such a childish act on someone like you? I don't understand. Do you think it's a possibility that Tanya actually did this to you? Okay, wait a minute. Are you telling me that you think she's the one who shoved you down the stairs? I wonder what would have happened if you'd pointed the finger at her for doing it.
Right? I really don't know what to do about this situation, but if I had broken a bone or something, I wouldn't be able to go to my own wedding. I didn't expect something like this to happen because it's a really life-threatening thing to experience, but, the more I think about what happened, it's becoming more and more likely in my head that it was her that pushed me so that I couldn't go to the wedding and things would be ruined.
Did she say anything to you about this? Have you told anyone that you think it's her that pushed you? Oh my god, this is unbelievable what she's doing.
No, she didn't talk to me or anything. She hasn't confronted me. Actually, I have told anyone close to me about what happened. It's just been a secret between me and Elliot. I just don't want things to get more out of hand than they already are, Nikita. But for some reason she mentioned a little bit of the accident in a message. She somehow knew about me falling down some stairs. Apparently she said that she found out from her mother about what happened to me. The whole thing is getting really strange.
Wow, that is so dark and deceiving, Sabrina. I don't like the situation you're in one bit. What on earth is that crazy woman up to? You should really go to the police about this and file a report. Turn her in. She tried to hurt you really badly and obviously is showing no signs of remorse.
The only problem with that, Nikita, is that I've got no evidence that she's the one who done this to me. I can't just go and accuse her of this. We can't just put all the blame on her for this, but I'm getting a little worried now about what she might do next if I don't do what she says.
Well, isn't that proof enough that she's saying all these horrible things to you? Okay, you need to make sure that your partner's mom knows about this as well. You need to continue to reach out to people so you can tell your side of the story and make sure you have people in your corner.
Yes, that's very true. You're definitely right on that one, Nikita. I did get injured and bruised up, and I'm preparing for a wedding. It's just making me feel so exhausted. I'm starting to feel a little tired, and I just need to lie down so I can get all of this straight in my mind.
I see what you mean. Of course, please go and take care of yourself, okay? We can't let Tanya just do what she wants. That's not how the world works. Actually, I've got the most brilliant idea, Sabrina. You go and put your feet up and leave it all to me. I've got this worked out.
Huh? Nikita, what's that supposed to mean? What are you talking about? I'm really tired. I guess you can just tell me later. Talk to you soon.
Wow, it's such a beautiful day today. Tomorrow's going to be a perfect day for a wedding. But you know, it's such a shame because the wedding will fall to pieces.
Tanya, why on earth are you messaging me right now? Would you quit messing around? What's that supposed to mean, huh?
Aw, well, your wedding dress was covered in raw eggs, you see. I guess you can't walk down the aisle with that white and elegant dress anymore. You won't be able to get married to my brother anymore now that your dress is completely ruined. Such a shame no one will be able to see it.
What did you just say? Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? That's disgusting. Why on earth have you done this to me?
Oh, come on. Don't be like that, Sabrina. It's funny. Well, I'm laughing about it. Are you really that surprised that this happened to you? This is because you didn't do what I said and you didn't cancel your wedding like you were supposed to. So I got you back for it. This is what happens when you mess with me and my brother. I told you to stay away from him. You deserved this.
What am I going to do now? This is horrible. How am I going to tell my mother-in-law about her dress being ruined?
Huh? What on earth are you talking about, you stupid woman? The dress I ruined was your wedding dress that you were supposed to wear today.
Don't you know that the wedding dress that I planned to wear today was something that was lent to me by your mom? Are you stupid, Tanya? What is to become of me now that this dress is covered in raw eggs? We got it adjusted so it would be nice and snug on me. It was specially prepared for me. It was a dress that I've cherished for a while, and it was so important to me that I wear it well on the day that I got married to Elliot.
Hey, just wait a minute, all right? Are you being serious right now with what you're saying? Why do you even have something like that in your possession? Because she was going to be my son's wife and we're about the same height, so she wanted me to borrow it. Of course, she asked first, and I gave it to her. Elliot also heard that she might be wearing the wedding dress I had worn on the day that he got married to Sabrina. Don't you see how much I was looking forward to it? This must be some kind of prank you're pulling on me, right? Like, of course, from how I've been, you're messing with me, right? Shouldn't I be the one using that dress if my mom gave it to you to wear? That's not fair at all. It makes no sense. Because you have no need for that dress at all. You're not the one getting married. But I was planning to let you use it once you lost a bit of weight. All you are is an unemployed bum who spends all of her time at home eating and sleeping. You do nothing for us or for society. Why are you thinking about such nonsense for? It's because you have so much free time that you thought it would be fun to be cruel to people? Hang on a minute. You can't just talk to me like this. You know that, right? The only person who speaks like this to me is... No way, this can't be. Mom, is that you? You're such a stupid little girl. This was supposed to be the start of a bright and happy day for Elliot and his wife. If you ruin everything, I am not going to show you any mercy, Tanya. I want you to come over here and apologize, but we don't have time. You're going to go outside of the wedding venue and wait. Don't even think of coming back inside. But wait a minute, Mom, please, you can't do this, okay? I'm sorry. Look, I had no idea that was once your wedding dress. It's not my fault that I didn't know that. You didn't say anything to me about it, so how was I supposed to stop myself from doing what I did?
Tanya, this is Sabrina. I just took my phone back. Your mom is really angry at you right now, so she'll talk to you later. As of right now, I'm going to rent a dress and rush there so that I can get to the ceremony. If you've got an excuse for your actions, I don't want to hear about it until later.
Sabrina, please talk to me. Look, I'm really, really sorry for what happened today. Would you please just pick up the phone and talk to me? Please just answer your phone. Stop ignoring me. I'm trying to apologize to you, so you need to hear me out.
Look, I don't want to hear your voice going on and on about how sorry you are. I'm done. Just tell me what you want and then I'll cut ties with you.
Are you serious? Okay, I'll tell you what I want from this. Are you going to divorce my brother? Are you going to leave him alone so he can be with his real family?
Have you gotten mad or something? Did you hit your head against the wall too hard? Elliot and I have had a really great wedding ceremony today. From now on, we'll stick together through thick and thin and have a happy married life together. You're the one who's going to be cut off from your brother, not me.
Are you kidding me right now? What do you mean? Is he actually going to cut me out of his life? He can't just make that kind of decision. I'm his family, right?
You know, Tanya, this is actually something that the whole family agrees on. There's no one on your side in this. Everyone thinks you're crazy.
This is impossible. How can my own family do this to me? How can I not see my brother? This is impossible. He's my flesh and blood. I need him in my life.
Well, your wishes will not be respected considering how much you tried to sabotage my wedding day, Tanya. You should be ashamed of your actions right now. But I did see what you did and made a good effort in trying to get rid of me, but of course I knew it wouldn't work.
What is my brother saying about all of this? Surely he's not agreeing to this, is he? You're a disgusting human being who doesn't deserve my brother.
I'm saying what Elliot wants, right? How dare you talk down to me? I'm not putting up with any of your crap anymore, Tanya. You're the one who's got some weird, creepy crush on your brother, and we all agree that it's sick and you need to be kept more at arm's length from him. My problem is that I needed to get him back and away from you for my safety and especially his safety. You've got a sick mind, Tanya.
That's all a lie. How dare you even bring something like that up? You're the one who's sick in the head. I need to see my brother. He's one of the only people who keeps me going.
It's a real shame that it's come to this because he said that this incident's made him feel really bad about himself and he wished he'd stopped it from happening. I even told you that if it were to have children in the future, you get jealous and want to get his attention so our lives would be in danger. It's scary, Tanya, and I don't want to live like that at all, and neither does Elliot. He said he wants to cut all ties with you, so just give up now, all right?
But that can't be. This is impossible. He can't just do this to his own sister. He can't abandon me like this. I thought that he would believe what I said about you.
Why would you do such a cowardly thing to me, Tanya? It would have been better to have been honest with him and talked about it, then you'd still have a brother by your side. You'd still have a good relationship, but no, you wanted to go and ruin everything that he had in his life. That's not what a sister should do. If only you had changed your attitude about it, none of this would have happened, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. How many times did I tell you to stop, Tanya? You didn't even listen to me, and you still kept going on with your plans you had in place.
But didn't I just apologize to you before about what I did today? I said I was sorry about that. I didn't even think that that dress was my mom's dress. If I had known, I wouldn't have dropped a whole carton of raw eggs on it. It was just a stupid thing I did. I'm really sorry about that.
It's not really the problem here, Tanya. No matter whose dress it was, what you did was crazy and so horrible. Even the family can't understand what you did. So it seems that not only does your brother want nothing to do with you anymore, but neither does the rest of your family members.
What? Are you kidding me? That's just too much. They can't do this to me. But that house I'm in is my parents' house.
Well, it looks like they're about to kick you out of there. This is the result of having spoiled you too much.
But this isn't fair. They can't just kick their child out of their house. Where on earth am I supposed to live? There's no place for me to go, okay?
Well, you could just live on the street, right? If you don't like that, find a job and get a house to rent. Everyone who moves out does that at some point.
I can't do that. My family should be supporting me. I'm their real daughter, for goodness sake. I've done nothing to deserve this.
That's not entirely true. I know that you were the one that knocked me down the stairs and caused me to bruise a lot. It was you, wasn't it, Tanya?
What on earth are you talking about? Why would you say such things to me? I did no such thing. But you don't have any evidence to prove that I did.
Well, as a matter of fact, I do have the evidence. Thanks to my dear friend Nikita, she went out of her way to help me with this one. She was able to check the security cameras from the building surrounding the stairs I was pushed down.
Huh, but that's not possible. Why on earth are you making this up?
I'm not making anything up, Tanya. You've just been caught red-handed and trying to cause serious injury to me. I've gone to the police about this. The cops even went to nearby shops to investigate the situation. It was time-consuming, but I was finally able to prove it was you and turn you in.
Whoa, now just hang on a minute, Sabrina. Stop lying. You know that this was all a huge mistake. I would never do anything bad like that.
You can't get out of this one, Tanya. You know you should really get yourself checked out at the hospital. We feel like it would benefit you a lot. What do you think would have happened if I broke my neck, Tanya? I could have been close to death. There's no way you're getting away with this.
But it was an accident. Please, don't turn me into the police. I can't have a record against my name. It would ruin me. Please don't do this to me.
Your family have already seen the proof, Tanya. It's over. Give yourself up. Just leave me and Elliot alone so that we can have a happy life together. You're going to have no choice but to watch us all from behind bars. Have fun in jail, Tanya. I hope you get some rehabilitation. After that, it seemed like Tanya wanted to get revenge on Sabrina for what she had said to her. She was apprehended by her brother and handed over to the police, and then she just disappeared. It seems like she was arrested and put behind bars. She was forced to think about what she had done. On the other hand, Sabrina and Elliot decided to move to a different place just in case Tanya tried to come back and do something again. They've been blessed with a child now and are living a happy life. After Tanya returned to the outside world, she was criticized by her family. She was forced to get a part-time job and find another place to live. It seems that she's fallen into a hell she might not come out of, but of course it's only natural to wish a bad person misfortune, right? Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey, I heard that you were going to be getting married from Mom. So, tell me, who's the lucky guy? Probably some poor sap really down on his luck, huh?
Hey there, sis. Glad to see that you're as rude as ever. I guess that means you must be doing well then, right?
So it is true. Are you really going to be getting married? What's the person like? I bet they're just some scammer after your money. Who else would want to marry you?
Can you please just cut it out already, Teresa? I mean, we haven't talked in ages, and this is how you greet your little sister? I thought you might have been just a little more excited to hear that I was getting married. Or is it that your life is going so horribly that you have nothing better to do but take others down?
You wish that were the case, dork. I just want to remind you that no matter how hard you try, you'll never be happy. Especially not as happy as I am with my amazing husband. You're just a bottom-dwelling piece of trash, and nothing is going to change that.
Okay, did you message me because you wanted to talk about something, or is this it? Because I never remember even asking you to message me for anything. If you want to congratulate me on my wedding, then do so and leave me alone.
Oh, right, that reminds me. I heard about where it was that you were going to be holding your wedding.
I guess news really does travel fast these days, doesn't it?
You really think that your wedding is going to be good enough to make it worth holding at a place like that? What are you, a moron or something?
What are you even talking about, Teresa? If you have a problem with where I'm holding my wedding, then you should just come out and say it. Why are you even acting like this anyways? We're both adults, but sometimes it feels like I'm the only one who acts like it.
Oh, really? You think you're so much more mature than me, huh? Well, I think that you're just getting upset because you know that what I'm saying is true.
I really don't think that at all. Like, even one bit.
All I'm saying is that the place you got for your wedding is way too good for the likes of you. And just how many people are you going to be inviting anyways? You seriously need to learn your place.
Wait a second. Are you just mad about where I'm getting married because it's in a bigger venue than where you did?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you really think I would let myself be bothered by something so stupid? I just think that you're getting a bit uppity and need to stay where you belong.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I don't think there's anything to be worried about. My fiancé made the reservations, and I think most of the guests there are going to be his anyways. He was going to be inviting friends and family, but also some people from his work as well as business partners. Does that make you feel better about the whole thing?
So what? Your husband works for some kind of big company or something like that? Is that your way of trying to brag about him to me?
No, he doesn't work for a company or anything like that at all.
Wait, what? So then he's just a freelancer or something like that then?
No, he's not that either. He just invests in the stock market and makes money that way. I don't really know all the details personally.
Wait, what? Is that the best you could come up with? So, basically, you're getting married to some small-time freelancer, and you think I'm not going to go after you for that.
Well, it would certainly mean a lot to me if you didn't bully me for who I'm going to marry. I don't really see how who I marry or where I do is really any concern of yours. So I think you'd be better off just not worrying about that at all.
You really are a stupid little girl, do you know that? Sometimes I wish I could live in the fantasy world that you've made for yourself.
I'm sorry, Teresa, but putting down others isn't going to change anything about your own life. Maybe you should just worry about your own stuff and leave me alone. Anyways, when I have more details about the wedding, I'll let you know. But don't think you're under any obligation to be there. I would hate for you to lower yourself just for me.
I found out who your husband is, Max.
What are you talking about this time, Teresa?
I really couldn't believe that it was him when I saw what he was wearing while going out into town. You really did marry some lowly little freelancer, didn't you?
Teresa, I really think you have no idea what you're even talking about.
No. I went around to where you live and I saw your husband going out. At first I was like, is that really her husband? I mean, I thought that you didn't have any sense of fashion, but this guy looked like he might have been homeless or something. Just what state could your home be in, I wonder?
Well, he works at home and was probably just going out to buy some lunch for himself. Is that really so weird to do? And just what are you doing coming around where I live to spy on us? That's pretty creepy, you know?
Creepy? How is it creepy for your older sister to see how you're living?
Well, I guess I don't really mind since we're going to be moving out soon, but still, can you quit creeping around us?
I knew it! I knew that you were too embarrassed to tell me about your husband because he's just some shut-in slob. Do our parents know that you're marrying this guy?
I didn't think I needed their permission to marry who I want. But what I do want is for you to quit creeping around my house and spying on me.
Man, I sure am glad that I married the man that I did. If I married some creepy-looking loser like you, I don't know how I would live with myself.
You seriously just need to learn to mind your own business and stay out of mine.
Hey there, sis. Just wanted to let you know that we won't be showing up to your wedding today.
Are you kidding me? The wedding starts in 10 minutes, Teresa.
That sounds like a you problem. You should just be grateful that I said anything to you at all. I know all about how you're just holding this wedding to scam people via wedding gifts. You just want everyone to buy you expensive stuff so that you can go and sell it all online and make a little money, huh? Well, my husband and I are just sitting here laughing at the state of your life right now.
And just where in the world did you get the idea that that was happening? It seems to me like you're very quick to judge about things you know nothing about. But are you seriously not going to show up to my wedding at all? Did you seriously just last minute cancel on your own sister's wedding?
It sure seems that way, doesn't it? But this is what you get for forgetting your place and trying to be something that you're not.
Well, thank you so much for texting me to remind me of that. And fine, don't show up. Have it your way.
I bet you two are dressed in just some of the shabbiest wedding clothes ever known to man. I can almost see it now. Man, what a sad, pathetic sight it's got to be.
Well, then don't bother coming. It sounds to me like you've already made up your mind about that.
I bet we're not the only ones who canceled. Who would even want to be there for you anyways?
Well, actually, things are going great, and there are even a few famous people at this great venue we booked. So we don't want or need your company.
Famous people? Is that supposed to be a joke?
No, it's not a joke. In fact, I just want you to know that I don't even think of you as my sister anymore. So even if you tried to come in, you wouldn't be able to. If you're curious for answers, maybe you should Google my husband's name and see what comes up.
Max, what the heck is the meaning of all this, huh? Why aren't I being let into your wedding? What the heck is going on?
I already told you that you wouldn't be able to get in if you tried, didn't I?
But you were being serious about that?
Of course I was. I didn't want you here ruining the day, not just for me, but for Mom and Dad, too. And just what are you doing showing up so late to my wedding anyways?
What am I doing? I want to know what you're doing. You said your husband was an investor, but when I Googled him, a bunch of TV clips came up where he's being interviewed about the market. I had no idea he was such a big deal in the finance world. Even I've heard of him, and I don't even follow that kind of news.
Okay, well, thank you for telling me that, but what do you want me to do about it? You already knew what he looked like when you were spying on us, although he normally isn't dressed like that when he goes on TV.
But I had no idea what he even looked like, much less what he looked like in street clothes. And I had no idea that you were going to be marrying such a rich guy. But that means that you have to just be marrying him for his money, right? This is all just part of a big plot of yours, isn't it?
Can you please just give it a rest already, Teresa?
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I work as an editor for a rather large business magazine. That's how we met. We bonded over mutual interests, and now we're getting married, and that's it.
But you're really just after him for his money, right? You should have introduced me to him when you met him. I'm a way better match for him than you are.
You literally had no idea who he was until just a moment ago. Can you please stop acting like you're owed anything?
But it isn't fair! I'm way prettier than you! Why do you get a husband like that?
I don't know what you want me to say to that. He is marrying me because he loves me, and that's that. If anyone is thinking about marrying someone just for the money, it's you. You had no interest in my fiancé at all until you found out who he really was. Don't try and lump me in with people like you.
What do you mean? Why are you being so mean to me? I didn't even do anything.
Except that you've been putting down my husband while knowing nothing about him, despite the fact that you've also been stalking us like a creep. So if you want to know why you're not being let into our wedding, you can start there.
But you're my sister? I have to be there at your wedding.
I thought I already told you that you aren't my sister anymore. I want nothing to do with you ever again. Got it?
You think you can treat me like this just because you're getting married to a rich guy? Well, I'll just steal him right from under you. What do you think of that?
I think that you're talking nonsense and you don't even realize what you're saying. And that's just another reason why we're not letting you in. You're just here to make a big scene and ruin my wedding.
But I haven't even done anything wrong. How can you just accuse me like that?
We literally hired security for our wedding with you showing up and trying to do something like you are right now in mind. All you're doing is embarrassing yourself right now. Why don't you save some of your pride and just go home already, Teresa?
But this isn't fair! I got dressed up and came all the way here, and now you're telling me that you're not going to let me in? It's outrageous. How could you do this to me? All I did was cancel at the last minute. Is that really so bad?
I think that you only have yourself to blame for all of this, and that it's not fair for you to act like I'm being unfair right now. Just leave and save yourself more embarrassment. You're being filmed by the security cameras, you know.
But I really want to go to your wedding now that I knew famous people are going to be there. You have to introduce me to someone, please.
Aren't you married?
Forget about that. What about after the wedding is over? Is there going to be a reception somewhere? Maybe I can just meet you all there, right? Please tell me where to go.
Just go home already, Teresa. You know, this wedding might show up in some newspapers somewhere. Can you please just go before people find out that we're related? You're going to embarrass me and our family.
Excuse me. I'm going to embarrass our family. How dare you look down on me like that? Who do you think you are? You know, Mom and Dad reached out to me after I told you I wasn't going to your wedding, and they told me to never contact them again. You're trying to cut me out of your life when I didn't even do anything. My life's falling apart right now, and it's all your fault. You have to help me out somehow.
Why should I help you out with anything when this is all your fault?
What do you mean by that? That doesn't make any sense.
I really don't know what you even think I can do for you at this point. There are already rumors flying around the wedding about the crazy lady asking to be let in. There would be no point in joining the wedding now. The best you can do is just turn around and go home to save face. All you're doing now is making yourself look bad.
I'm the one making me look bad. You've got some nerve telling that to me. This is all your fault, you little brat.
I don't have time for this anymore. I know that you've built yourself up by tearing me down, but I am not going to stand for it anymore. I am cutting you out of my life. Please never, ever contact me again. Just leave me alone, Teresa.
But what about the wedding? I still want in. You can't just turn me away like this. I'm really sorry for canceling last minute, but please?
I've already given you my answer. Now please go home and get out of my life. After that, I just started ignoring my sister's texts. As she got more and more frustrated with not being let into the venue, she began acting out more and more. It got to the point where people began filming her antics and uploading them online, where she became somewhat viral. Her newfound popularity from screaming to be let inside of this celebrity wedding was enough to affect her husband, who was quickly identified after she went viral. It didn't take long after that for him to ask Teresa for a divorce. With no husband or family willing to talk to her, Teresa was left all alone. I'm sure she tried reaching out to me for help, but I had already blocked her on all social media, and she had no way of contacting me. Teresa hadn't worked since getting married and so had no savings of her own to speak of. I really have no idea what happened to her since then, but I've put her behind me and have concentrated on my own happiness with my loving husband and parents.
Hi there, Rita. It's your mom here. I'm messaging you because I have something really important that I need to talk to you about.
Oh, Mom, hi. It's been a while since we last spoke. How are you doing? Has something changed recently you wanted to talk about? I was actually thinking about coming home for a visit next week, if that's all right with you. Maybe we can talk about what you want to say then.
Well, I knew that you were wanting to come here, and I was thinking of waiting until then to talk, but I don't think this can wait any longer. I thought it would be better to say this sooner rather than later. It will just make things a lot easier on everyone if I did.
Huh? Okay, now I feel more confused. What are you talking about, Mom? Has something happened? Are you okay?
Okay, now I'm not sure if you know about this, but your sister Annie is getting married. I was wondering if she got in contact with you before I messaged you.
Wait, what? Annie's actually getting married? No, I didn't know any of this was happening. She's not been in contact with me for a while now.
Huh? She hasn't called you or messaged you at all? That's so odd. You're her sister. I thought you'd be the first to know. Annie did tell me that she'd be inviting the family, including the little relatives we have, and you, Rita. I swear that's what she said.
Huh? Is that so? But I don't get why she would want to invite me when her and I haven't spoken to each other in the last 3 years. It doesn't make a lot of sense. She wanted to keep me more at arm's length from her. And it was her that wanted to isolate herself from me. That's probably why she didn't contact me about this, Mom.
From the sounds of it, it seems like her partner has a lot more relatives than her. I also don't think many of her friends are going, and we're such a small family, too, so...
Well, she hasn't got the nicest of personalities, Mom, so I'm not surprised there won't be as many people for her side.
I understand, but it's her day, and it's about your sister, so please don't say anything bad to her, Rita. We can't make the situation worse. She also just works from home, so I really don't think she has that many coworkers or friends. She's trying to match the wedding venue to her partner's wishes. It seems like it turned out to be a pretty big venue so that his side can see him get married to Annie. She said that if we don't gather together our relatives, things will look disgraceful.
To be honest, I'm not surprised she's trying to round us up like a farm animal. She wants to make herself look like a lot of people like her and that she has a big circle of people. Not even remotely true. She just pushes people away. It's so typical of Annie to do this, Mom.
I guess we'll see if she's trying to change her tune about her family and her life. Maybe she might get in touch with you soon, Rita. Just be kind to her, okay?
Mom, it's not that great to tell me that, okay? You're not trying to spoil her, are you? After the way she shunned me out of her life?
I'm not spoiling her, Rita, but she's also my daughter, and I just want things to go right for her as well as you. But you know, with being close to the end of my life, I just want things to be fixed. I just want my daughters to get along again and be sisters. I want my daughters to at least be able to stand in the same room as one another.
Huh? What's brought this on, Mom? Why are you talking like this is the end of your life? What are you talking about? Mom, what's going on here?
Hey, did you get my invitation to my wedding, Rita? Of course, I know you're going to come because you're my older sister.
Wow, Annie, even though it's been a while since we last talked to each other, you're still being as rude as ever. Why do you always think you're better than anyone else? You're talking to me and assume that I'm going to turn around and say yes to going to your wedding. What makes you think that I would?
Isn't it obvious, Rita? Because when big events like this happen in a family, everyone gets together and actually celebrates. You're still my sister, no matter how long it's been since we talked. You've surely decided to come, right?
I really don't understand you, Annie. You never even directly notified me of your marriage. I had to hear it from someone else rather than hearing it from you. Honestly, I'm surprised that people with your attitude just assume that going to a wedding is a given.
What the heck, Rita? So you're planning to not come at all? You know, if you don't come to my wedding, I'm just going to collect a nuisance fee from you since you're wasting my time.
A nuisance fee? What on earth are you on about? You're so insane that it just blows my mind sometimes. You can't even do that to someone.
You do know that it's impossible for you not to come to my wedding, Rita. You're my sister, so you've got to be there. You're definitely coming, okay?
To be honest with you, Annie, after what happened the last time I saw you, I don't ever want to see you again. You're so horrible to me for no good reason. It's true that I don't want to see your face ever again, but this time I'm going, it's only because of Mom, not you. So you don't need to worry about suing me or anything like that. I'm planning on going to your wedding for now.
You're coming because of our mother? What kind of stupid reason is that, Rita? You should come so that you can see your adorable little sister walk down the aisle.
My adorable little sister. You've got to be kidding me, Annie. Did you forget that you canceled your own father's funeral? Moreover, you stole some of the gifts and then you just disappeared off the face of the earth. I'm honestly surprised that our mom even forgave you for all of that. I guess she just wants her daughter close to her. I've not forgotten what you did, though, Annie. I won't let the same thing happen again.
Wow, you hold grudges, don't you? I've already forgotten about all of that. It happened so long ago, Rita. Get over it. I'm so excited about getting married, so there's no need for you to bring me down. Jeez, this feels like the climax of my life or something.
Wow, you're still so selfish. When are you going to learn to grow up and think about how other people feel about what you say to them? You're not even home at all lately, have you? Have you even met up with Mom at all?
We haven't met up, no, but we've been keeping in touch a little bit. I don't know any of our relatives' contact information, so I needed to talk to her.
Would you quit using our mom for your own purposes, Annie? Do you ever even listen carefully to what our mother says? I really want you to go and see her before anything happens, okay? I'm pretty sure she's at the hospital right now.
Ew, she's in the hospital? Ugh, no way am I going to a germ-filled place like that to meet up with her. I can wait to see her when she's not there.
Huh? What on earth are you talking about, Annie? Why won't you go and see her? She's your mother. She's done so much for you.
I told her that I was getting married and I'm busy with all of those plans. Why do I have to go to a place like that to go and see her? She should be letting me be happy before and after my celebration, and so should you. Stop depressing me so much.
Wait, so you're not even remotely worried about our mother, are you? Have you even asked her about her health recently?
She's been going to the hospital pretty regularly. She's been going there for quite some time now. Come on, they know what they're doing. There's nothing I can do if I go there and see her. I'm no doctor or anything like that. I'm too busy planning my wedding here.
Wow, you've just gotten worse as you've gotten older. You really are so selfish and think of no one but yourself. How did you end up like this? Stop messing around and just come with me to the hospital so we can see our mother together, okay?
What the heck are you talking about, Rita? Weren't you listening to me before? There's no way I'm going there. I especially don't want to go there with you. I don't really want to be in the same space as you right now. You're just going to say all of these annoying things to me, right?
That's not what I'm going to do, Annie. Doesn't Mom tell you to listen to her when she's got something important to tell you?
I've got no idea what you're talking about right now. I am way too busy to be solving all these riddles you're throwing at me. If you've got something to do, just message me about it. There's no need for me to be involved right now. Also, remember to wrap my gift up well, okay? You're a relative of mine after all, so you need to get me something good and it needs to be expensive. I forgive you if you don't do that for me.
Stop talking, making everything all about you, Annie. This is getting ridiculous. You need to listen to me right now. Do you have any idea how our mother is feeling right now? Do you even care about her well-being, Annie? Are you even going to listen to me? Annie, come on, stop ignoring me this instant. You need to answer your phone immediately. You really need to get to the hospital right now.
Huh? Rita, what do you want now? Why do I need to come to the hospital for? I am in the middle of getting my hair done right now, so I can't.
Mom is taking a turn for the worse. I don't know what's going on with her, so this is more important. I don't care about your hair. You need to get here right now and fast.
Hey, look, my hair and me looking good for my wedding day is more of a priority right now. I just can't drop everything and get over there. I'm getting my nails done after this, so could we do this the day after tomorrow? I'm really busy getting ready for my wedding, so please understand that.
I can't believe you right now. This is unbelievable what you're saying to me, Annie. You're saying it's too hard to get here? How can you not understand what's happening? Annie, if you don't get to the hospital right now, you're going to regret your decision not coming for the rest of your life.
Well, I'm all right with that. I'm not interested in seeing Mom right now. I'm too busy with these wedding plans, all right? I'll see you at the wedding.
Wow, you really are just a horrible person, Annie. You literally just a piece of trash who needs to be thrown in the garbage. You really are. I've had enough of convincing you to get here. It really is on you for ignoring what I say. But then all you think about is yourself, right? I'm just gonna give up on this now, but feel free to regret your decision later as much as you like. I bet you will eventually.
This is just ridiculous. Why are you messing with me like this? I don't have the time or that much effort to text you to try and figure out where you are. Why are you not even here yet? This is disgusting behavior that I shouldn't have to put up with from my older sister. Also, none of our relatives arrived yet either. Neither has our mother. What on earth is going on? As my sister, you should be here way earlier, no?
Annie? Are you kidding me with this crap right now? What on earth are you doing right now? Don't you have any idea what's happening?
You didn't just suddenly cancel on me because you got irritated over the conversation we had the other day, are you? That's a bit immature. You know that today's my wedding day and you're all supposed to be here, especially you and Mom.
There's no way that I can go to the wedding today, all right? Not on a day like this. I can't just show up to your wedding with what's happening today.
How could you just go and bail on my own wedding without even giving me an explanation? I don't care. You need to get to the venue right away. Are you crazy or something? How can you not be here already? You're driving me up the wall. I need everyone here, and that's an order.
You're the one who's breaking out into a fit of rage, Annie. You're the one who's been acting crazy in the first place. You're so full of yourself, Annie. Because of your crappy behavior and being so selfish, I just physically can't be there for you on your wedding day. You didn't contact me for 3 years. Do you really think it makes sense to send someone an invitation to their wedding even though you haven't been face-to-face for such a long time?
But what you're doing is worse. There should be no such thing as a last-minute cancellation. You can't do that when I invited you. What about our relatives, huh? Where are they? I invited them as well and they chose not to come. What the heck? You did something, didn't you? Were you all planning to bail on my wedding behind my back or something? Even though you're the older sister, it's horrible that you would persuade people not to come to my wedding. You need to gather up all our relatives and get to the venue this instant. I've got no time for this crap, Rita.
I'm not going to do that, Annie, because there's a funeral happening right now, and I'm not going to leave it for you. This is far too important.
Hold on a minute. What did you just say to me? You're actually at a funeral right now?
Yes, and so are the rest of our relatives. They're also with me at the funeral right now. All of them wanted to be here so that we could give Mom a good send-off.
Wait, what? Can you repeat that, please? I must be reading this all wrong or something. Can you give me a better explanation so I can understand what's going on?
I think it's a bit too late to explain it to you now, what is going on, but I guess you didn't take the time to listen to me and understand the situation. By the time your skin turns into the shade of a ghost, you won't be able to make it to the funeral in time. Mum's not coming back, Annie.
Okay, I get the joke now, so please stop messing me around. What on earth were you talking about before? You're at a funeral right now? It doesn't make any sense to me. What do you mean that Mom's not coming back? Did she go somewhere and didn't tell me? What on earth are you talking about?
Annie, I don't know if there's any other way I can break this to you. Mom passed away 3 days ago.
What are you talking about? She passed away. No, that can't be right. She's been fine. I only spoke to her not so long ago.
I don't know how many times I tried to get in contact with you, Annie. You weren't picking up your phone for my calls or even my messages. I couldn't believe it. When I tried calling you, Mom was in critical condition at the hospital. Both me and Auntie tried calling you to see if you'd pick up. I tried many times to call you. You never picked up. You ignored me when all I wanted to tell you was to get to the hospital, Annie, and you didn't come. Mom's no longer with us anymore, Annie.
Now, wait just a minute there, Rita. Are you being dead serious right now? This can't be happening. Mom actually passed away? This can't be true. Why didn't you try to tell me what was going on with her? How could you do this to me? Why didn't you try harder?
Hey, you were the one who ignored my calls and didn't pick up anyone else's calls either. It's not my fault that you didn't get told when you were ignoring everybody. We were all trying really hard to get in contact with you. All of our relatives tried to call your number as well, but it kept going straight to voicemail.
I just saw all the missed calls and messages that people had left for me. I got so many calls from all of these random numbers, so I didn't know who they were. I just ignored them.
Our mom was in critical condition, Annie. Was it really that difficult to pick up the phone to one of those numbers? It was obviously urgent. I just can't understand how none of this should be getting through to you when we tried to talk to you so many times. It blows my mind, to be honest.
Okay, so it's really true that Mom is dead? She's actually not coming back? I guess she won't be able to come to my wedding then.
Are you actually insane, Annie? Of course she's not coming back. Why would she be able to come to your wedding? Is that all you care about? Not the fact that she's actually gone. How do you live with yourself? We're in the middle of a funeral right now, so no, Mom won't be coming to your wedding.
I guess that's true. But what about you and the other relatives? Are you really planning on not coming to the wedding even though you're my sister and should be here? Just because Mom is gone, you refuse to come to my wedding ceremony? Is that what you're trying to tell me? How could you do this to me?
I'm honestly shocked right now. I just said that I'm at a funeral, so why on earth would I want to go to a wedding in the middle of it? Just think about what you're actually saying, and then maybe you'll understand why I've chosen to stay here and say goodbye to my mom rather than see you get married. In fact, it's actually common sense in my mind. You really shouldn't even have to think too hard about this. But seriously, you're unbelievable.
You don't have to say it like that, okay? How could you treat me so rudely on my wedding day? But I guess for now, I'll postpone the wedding a little. So once the funeral is finished, will you come to the wedding venue and watch me get married? I really want to have my wedding too, you know. Everyone is already gathered together anyways, so why don't you all come over to the wedding afterwards, okay?
Wait a second, are you being serious right now, Annie? Are you on a different planet right now? Our mother just died and we're laying her to rest today. Are you saying that this is less important than guests being able to get to your wedding today? Are you for real? This is a sick way of thinking, Annie. I can't believe you're doing this to your own family and to your dead mother's memory. She'd be so disappointed in you right now.
Why are you talking to me like this? I can't help but have my wedding today. I never thought that our mother would just go and disappear on us. Look, I'm sure that we both can't believe that something like this has happened today of all days, but now is not the time to be sad when we should be celebrating my wedding. The seats on the groom's side of the wedding venue are starting to rapidly fill up. How is my side still empty right now? This is bogus, Rita. If things continue like this, we can't even start the wedding ceremony, and I'm not going to let that happen to me today. If you're going to be late, I'll just make the other guests wait a while, okay? You don't mind if I tell them that, right?
You're impossible, Annie. I can't believe you're actually acting like this right now. Especially towards your own family. It's like none of us matter.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? What are you even talking about? How am I being impossible when I'm trying to give you clear instructions?
That soul of yours is completely impossible to understand. It's like you have no remorse for anything that happens. It's too incomprehensible. I'm just going to say it. This is not the time to be talking or even thinking about weddings right now. I told you I'm at our mother's funeral, for goodness sake.
Huh? So you really don't think anyone would want to come to my wedding today because of this funeral? Are you being serious right now?
Of course I am, you idiot! How dare you be like this when our mother just died, you horrible human being! No one is thinking of your wedding today. No one. Nobody at this funeral today is going to come to your stupid wedding because somebody just died, Annie. Do you not understand that? Have you even told your soon-to-be husband what's going on here? Have you even told him that your mom just died? Have you told him what you've been like?
Excuse me? Why on earth are you talking to me like this on what's supposed to be my special day? Also, what do you mean by what I've been like?
I'm talking about you being estranged from me and your relatives for the past 3 years, you moron. Did you even tell him what you did at our father's funeral? Our relatives didn't forgive you for what you did then. It would be a disgrace to steal condolence gifts from people and then never pay them back for it. That's what you did, Annie. No matter which way I think about all this, there's no way I can ever forgive you for what you've done to me and the rest of the family.
Wow. Okay, I didn't realize you were still so angry about what happened. Look, I hardly had any money at the time. There was nothing I could do. I really needed the money to stay afloat. I didn't think everyone would be so angry. I thought they would understand where I was coming from.
You've got some nerve saying that to me, Annie. I don't understand you. I'm glad that after this stunt you've pulled that I can cut you out of the rest of my life. If you're never going to change for what you've done or improve yourself, so why should I have you in my life?
But you can't do this to me, sister. We're related. We can't just abandon each other like this. What about my wedding? Why don't you just come by and talk to me about this?
How many times have I told you, Annie, there's no way I'm stepping foot in that wedding venue? I couldn't stand to see that smug look on your face when I arrived. To be honest, since you told me to come to your wedding, I never really intended to actually go since you were actually acting so horribly towards me. I thought that it was really stupid of you to send me an invitation to your wedding when you hadn't had the guts to talk to me in the last 3 years. It was Mom's request for me to go to your wedding this time to see if there was some way we could bond and build a relationship again, but I think not. The other relatives would also be persuaded to go and see if you would change your tune about all of us. Mom did so before she died.
Wait, what? Did she actually try and persuade the rest of the family to come to my wedding? Why would she do that when they should have been coming in the first place?
Because she's our mom and she didn't want you to be alone on your big day, but I really didn't care if you were or not. And all she wanted was to have us be sisters again. I really don't think that that was going to happen, to be honest. You're the one who didn't know what she was doing. Mom told me that she had very little time left on this earth, but I didn't understand, but she had one final request. She wanted us to be close again.
Huh? Why would she want that request for? We're sisters because we come from the same mother and father. It's pretty self-explanatory. I also had no idea that she had so little time left. How did she even know that? I wish you told me that. I had no idea. You're only telling me now.
No, she wanted us to have a loving relationship. I should have been able to go to you for anything, but you made that impossible. You didn't want much to do with me. And for what? Not much of a reason at all. You make no sense to me anymore, Annie. It's all too late now. Mom and I have said this so many times to you, and you never listen. You never took the time to listen to other people, and this is the result we get from this. All you are is a funeral thief, Annie. You had no idea that Mom died and that her funeral was today because you ignored us and didn't call me. I'm embarrassed to be your older sister, so I'm cutting ties with you completely from now on. Don't you ever think about us as family again. I have no sister anymore. From now on, I'm an only child.
Wait a minute, Rita, you can't just do this to your baby's sister, not on her wedding day. Don't you think what you're saying is going a bit too far? Please, don't cut me off. We need each other more than ever since Mom is gone. Just let me make this up to you. I really need you, Rita. Don't leave me.
No, I've done more than enough for you and I get nothing in return. None of the relatives are going to go to your wedding today. Have fun getting married all by yourself, Annie. I hope that you don't suddenly show up here and beg Mom for mercy, even though she's gone. She's not going to listen to you anymore. You're no longer part of my family, Annie. You can try and make your own, but I have a feeling that you're going to ruin your chances of that as well since you're so Don't even think about contacting me ever again, you selfish, horrible woman. Leave me alone. I want to have a peaceful life without you in it. In the end, it seems that Rita completely ignored all the communication that Annie was trying to give her. Considering what Annie has done so far, it's no surprise that she's being ignored. Annie also tried to ask the relatives for help as well, but they also ignored her. Seems like she's lost with what she can do now. She lost everything, her sister, her relatives, and her husband. She also didn't have a place to live anymore, and she's currently working as a live-in part-time worker for extremely low wages. It's mostly hard work, and she's saving very little money. The stress of her job has made her age quite a bit. At this point, she's finally realized how great of a person her mother was. She's only just realized the value of family, but she's realized this too late. Rita cleaned up her parents' house and sold it. She never fails to visit her mother's grave. She's always been very different from her sister Annie. She's practically selfless.